the Faculty of Engineering and the Built Environment, or EBE, we aim to be the faculty of choice for students and staff in this field, nationally and internationally. Part of this vision is to provide the mentorship that junior students need in order to successfully progress through their studies. Hi, I'm Joanne Strauss. This video has been created to give you easy access to some of the interpersonal and facilitation skills that are vital to being an effective mentor and make sure that you and your mentees get the most out of the experience. But first, let's find out from some lecturers, mentors and mentees what mentorship means to them.
To me, the mentorship program means a wonderful opportunity, both for the first-year students, the mentees, but also for the senior students, the mentors, for both of them to grow and to learn.
More and more we get such positive feedback from our first years. It's become an integral part of what we do in supporting our first year students.
I had a fantastic mentor who took me through the whole year, didn't miss a single meeting, and she really made me feel more supported.
And I had a very good experience with the mentor who was in charge of us.
We had a meeting every couple of weeks, especially before exams and before big deadlines. And each one of those meetings really helped, knowing that other people had been through that whole problem before and they'd had the similar experiences, and they'd come out and they could kind of show that it could be done and give good advice on how to do it.
Just having a senior student there to talk to them about how to negotiate things. So actually our mentors are our secret weapons when it comes to the first years.
There are those students for whom it makes the world of difference.
I think a good mentor should possess, definitely patience is right up there. You need to be able to handle egos, especially at the beginning. You need to be able to handle different scenarios, working with many different types of students. Each of them needed their own type of assistance.
One of the biggest difficulties for mentors, maybe first-time mentors especially, is to realize that it takes time to build the relationship, and it is really important for them to keep on doing what they're doing. First-year students, for various reasons, might not respond immediately.
A mentor should have a good sense of empathy. They should remember what they went through as a first year and try and make it clear to the new first years that they really do understand the problems they're going to face and all the stresses and strains, and they should try and help the first years get through without being too patronizing, and just be understanding, really.
It provides them with ways in which they can ask questions in a non-threatening environment and have somebody who's been around the block a bit.
Definitely good listening skills as well. You need to listen more than you talk as a mentor. I think most of the people I've helped, it was not really the advice that I gave them. It was just sitting and listening, which was what they needed more than what I had to say.
I felt that I had a much more exciting and fun first year because I felt so well supported and kind of felt more secure about my year and my courses because of the whole mentor program, and I've kind of wanted to give that back and pass on that really good experience.
My overall experience as a mentor has definitely been positive in that you learn a lot about yourself and you get to learn a lot about different people from all around the country, and you get to help people the same way that you were helped when you started. And it's a great opportunity.
You want your life to count for something, and I think that mentoring gives an opportunity to senior students to make a difference.
Internationally, there's an overwhelming requirement for interpersonal skills, enabling skills, teamwork skills, communication skills.
I think we must be pretty straightforward here. It's a hard job market out there. And gone are the days where you're just handing over your degree certificate, you're going to get that job. You're going to really have to put forward a big case of what you're going to bring to a company. And this kind of experience is enormously helpful. At the very least, there's something on your CV apart from saying that you studied and passed your courses. But in a much bigger sense, it will build the kind of capacities that allow people to be the sort of professionals they're going to need to be.
As you can see, mentoring can be beneficial and rewarding. You can become more assertive and grow your skills in facilitation, networking, and conflict management. Not to mention how good it will look on your CV, but that should never be your primary motivation. Let's take a break here so you can discuss these perspectives and what you'd like to get out of being a mentor. First-year students often don't know which questions to ask, what information they need, or what their options are. A good mentor can make things easier by getting to know the mentees and being familiar with the kinds of suggestions and information that can be useful. Let's have a look at what can go wrong when a mentor is not committed to the process.
Excuse me.
Oh. Hey, guys. You. Speak.
Well, I have been feeling maybe a little homesick. It's been 2 months since. What was your first year like?
It was sunshine, rainbows, and fairy dust. Does that do it for you?
How should we make plans? I sometimes have problems with...
Just do a mind map or something, yes.
What if we need your help and we want to come see you sometime if we need anything?
Wow, that didn't work very well. Let's break here so you can talk about what went wrong in this scenario. Think about how the mentor interacted with his mentees and list all the mistakes you think he made. Now that we know what not to do, let's talk about the principles of good mentoring. I'd like to share 3 core mentoring skills with you today. They work well with mentoring students, but will be useful to you beyond university, in the workplace as well. They are listening skills, group facilitation skills, and referral skills. We're going to spend some time on listening skills because they're an essential component of good mentoring. To get you started, let's break here for some listening skills activities. Active listening entails 4 key skills: non-verbal listening, open-ended questions, reflective listening and paraphrasing, and summarizing. Now, let's go back to our mentor and mentees to see how these principles work in action.
I would like to know, has anyone had any issues so far in varsity? Yes?
Well,
Go on.
I have been feeling a little homesick.
We've all been there.
I've been spending a lot of time at Jay's and I don't really get out that much.
Well, if it makes you feel better, I also had the same problem. I'm also not from Cape Town. I mean, is there anyone here who's not from Cape Town? It gets easier and, you know, a couple of weeks and you get really settled in. Do any of you guys have similar problems?
Did you notice how the mentor's non-verbal listening skills changed the way the group responded to him? Non-verbal listening means having an open body posture, making eye contact, not interrupting, nodding, looking interested, and making encouraging sounds.
Go on.
Let's break here so you can practice listening non-verbally and talk about how to use questions in your listening. So the purpose of questions is to get more information from your mentees, and this is best done with open-ended questions like, what do you think about this? Or, can you tell me more about that? The third aspect of good listening is reflective listening. You'll have to listen accurately and mirror the feelings and content your mentees express. Through reflective listening, you can show empathy for your mentees and make them feel heard and understood. Use statements like, it seems to me that you feel like, or I get the impression that you are concerned about, and then paraphrase what the mentee has said to you. It makes the contact more personal if you use a mentee's name, and it makes them feel noticed and heard. Let's break so you can try a reflective listening exercise. It takes practice to learn these skills, but as you become more aware of how you listen and respond, it will get easier. Summarizing is also an important listening skill because it shows mentees that you have heard and understood them. Always remember to check whether your mentees agree with your summary and make sure that nothing has been left out. Let's break so that you can do a summarizing activity. Remember that the role of the listener is not to solve other people's problems, but rather to assist them in finding their own solutions. Resist the temptation to offer advice or give your opinion. Instead, ask them, so how do you think you could deal with this? Now that you know how to listen, the next step is to learn facilitation skills. There are 4 categories of group facilitation skills that will be of value to you as mentor, namely, engaging, involving, informing, and planning. Very often, the first thing new mentors worry about is how to handle the very first meeting with their mentees. So let's take a step back and start there by looking at engaging facilitation skills.
Hi guys, I'm Vuyo. I'm going to be your mentor for this year. This group is actually a place where we discuss what troubles us. We can talk about anything really. But first and foremost, I would like to know your name, your age, and where you come from.
Okay. Well, I'm Zandi, I'm 19 and I'm from PE.
Okay, yes.
I'm Annie, I'm also 19 and I'm from Joburg.
I'm Elroy, I'm 21 and I'm from Cape Town.
I'm Catherine, I'm 18 and I'm also from Cape Town.
Great guys, nice to meet you all. Now I'm going to open the floor for everyone to say anything.
Engaging facilitation skills include demonstrating leadership, creating an open environment, encouraging connections, building group rapport, and defining group identity. Engaging your mentees doesn't just help with the first meeting, it's useful throughout your work with your mentees, and it creates a positive environment for sharing information. The group will only function optimally once all the members participate fully. It is your responsibility as mentor to make sure that all your mentees get involved. Let's look at how our mentor does this.
So how have you found the workload?
I hardly have any time for myself.
Well, it's true. I mean, the course requires some commitment. So is there anyone else who has a problem with the workload? So how have you been attempting to cope?
Well, I have this big mind map with all my courses on it, so I know what's what. And I stay at the library till late on weekdays to finish off stuff. It kind of works for me.
I never have any time to go to the gym or see my friends. I'm kind of like a zombie.
It really looks like you guys need to find some balance.
Involving facilitation skills are crucial to getting mentees to work together. They include inviting participation and interaction, bouncing back to the group, recognizing commonalities and promoting consensus, supporting cooperation and group cohesion, and experimenting with new behavior. Now let's see some informing facilitation skills in action.
Time management and that stuff's just not for me. I mean, I don't know. How do you do it?
Good question. I mean, anyone here know how to handle their time?
How do you handle something you don't have? I haven't been to a party in 2 weeks.
I've been doing quite a bit of partying, so there's that.
Well, as I said, it's all about balance. Relaxation has its place.
Informing facilitation skills include providing information, soliciting information, clarifying ideas and concepts, conceptualizing, and learning from within the group. The fourth and final category of facilitation skills relates to something that is critical to the success of any endeavor: planning. Have a look at how our mentor facilitates a planning session with his group.
Who here thinks that they are actually using all their time as well as they could be? Well, I have an idea. You write everything down that you do in a week and see what is important so you can find a balance without overworking yourself. So let's meet next week and see what has worked and what hasn't.
Planning facilitation skills include brainstorming, generalizing, strategizing, applying, and making specific plans. Let's take a break here so you can discuss what you've just learnt. Now that we've covered listening and facilitation skills, you have the tools to handle a lot of what will come your way during your time as a mentor. But let's face it, one person just cannot handle everything. That's why we have resources like Student Wellness Services, a career service, and the Writing Centre at UCT. You just need to learn how to refer students confidently to others who are better qualified to handle their specific problems than you are. Let's see how a good mentor handles a situation like this.
Yo, Ita, did you like what we came up with?
Yeah, it's cool, thanks. I was wondering if I can ask you a question about my course.
No problem, shoot.
So, I'm not that familiar with the department. I don't even know if I want to become an engineer. Maybe it's because I don't know what that means. So I was hoping we could talk and you can try and help me and see if there's any other courses that I can try out for.
Okay, first of all, don't worry. I mean, this always happens at this stage. I mean, especially when you're unfamiliar with things. But I get this feeling that you don't think that engineering is the right degree for you. Right? Unfortunately, I don't know if I'm the right person to help you, but I can put you in touch with Career Service.
Is there no way you can help me with this?
These are people that are good at what they do. They know a lot more than I do. I'm going to give you a number of Tembi. She works there. Just give her a call, pay her a visit, and we can make time to meet next week and just go over what she discusses with you, right?
Okay, that sounds good. Thank you.
No problem, man. Really, thank you.
Thanks.
Sure.
It looks like our mentor knew when to refer his mentee to someone else, how to do it, and who to refer him to. When referring mentees, it's always good to be honest and knowledgeable, show respect, personalize the experience, assess the need, and follow up. Be sure that you always have a list handy of the people that you can refer your mentees to when they need assistance. It helps to know these experts personally, so make contact wherever you can. There can be no doubt that mentorship is important, but there's no single magic formula for how to do it. It depends on the mentor, the mentees, and the situation. What I can tell you is that a good mentor is approachable and available, and definitely practices good listening skills, facilitates well, and knows when to refer mentees to others. I hope you've enjoyed learning these skills as much as I've enjoyed sharing them with you. Practice them whenever you can, but most of all, enjoy your role as a mentor. It will make a difference to your mentees and to you.